Hello, today I am finishing these Hashira Towers. This is part 2. In part 1, I did Giyu, Rengoku, Shinobu, and Muichiro. Today I'm going to be doing Mitsuri, Obinai, Sanemi, Tengen, and Gyomai. I'm going to start off with Mitsuri, because she is my favorite out of that group that I just named. Her, love breathing is, my favorite and my favorite breathing style in the entire show. For a few reasons. I feel like okay. Some of the forms are named after cats, and that's just kind of wonderful. And love breathing also is pink, and I really like pink. It is my second favorite color. My first is purple. I also think that Mitsuri is just so beautiful. I know that, like, in the show, she gets, like, hated on for being, like, ugly and whatever. She's, like, the most beautiful character in that entire show, so I don't care what those people who keep on rejecting her say. I'm on Team Mitsuri, and I don't care what they say. I see so many, like, people hating that one guy who, rejected Mitsuri. I've seen, like, people, like, literally calling him the most evil character in the show. He's not the most evil, but he's up there. Okay, I really struggled to get through that portal. It is Obinai time. You gotta do Mitsuri. If you do Mitsuri, you gotta do Obinai. That's just my rule. Because Mitsuri and Obinai is my number one, anime ship. I just love it so much. I also, Obinai's serpent breathing is probably my second favorite, breathing style. Once again, Mitsuri and Obinai are next to each other, but that's not even why. It's purple. I like purple. Purple's my favorite color. And I feel like it's just so cool because the serpent breathing is what makes it so that his sword can, like, move like a serpent. So I just think that'd be so cool to, like, use. If I were a demon slayer, I'd probably choose to use serpent breathing because I feel like love breathing would be hard to use because I don't actually know this for sure, but I think you might, like, would you need the kind of sword that Mitsuri uses? I don't even know. But I know I couldn't do that. Mitsuri is just awesome. Yeah. So, I keep on falling, and I did it again, because I'm trying to jump too far ahead. I think I need to chill a little bit. So, I used to actually kind of hate Obinai, and I used to like his snake, Kaburumaru, more than I liked him. But I like him now. I don't actually even know why I didn't like him. I think I was just trying to, annoy my sister because, he is her favorite character. So I think that was my goal there, but I don't even know. My favorite Obinai scene is, when he's mad at Tanjiro for being friends with Mitsuri. I just love that scene so much. I also like it when he keeps on calling Tanjiro slow. I don't know why I like that scene, but I really like it. How much further do I have left to go? Oh, not that far, actually. Ooh, oh, okay. I'm just not gonna question that. I do know that there are a few other towers that I'd like to try. There's a 12 Kizuki Tower. I don't like the 12 Kizuki. There's one member that I am okay with. I don't like them, but I'm okay with them. Well, I guess there's two. One of them I actually like, and he's one of the most hated characters in the show. I like Kaigaku. Um, yeah. And then, Daki's okay. Oh, okay. I fell again. I think Obanai's, different colored eyes are really cool. And then, especially, like, those colors, and I also... Okay. I love that the game has, like, the black, white, and, like, the yellow and blue for his eyes. I feel like it's really nice. I have played all of these before. I remember I did them in order of my favorites. That's changed a lot since then. But I don't, like... I don't even remember what order it was anymore, but I do know that Mitsuri's was the hardest for me to do. I remember I hated doing Mitsuri's, but like last time it seems a lot easier than I remembered it. It wasn't like the easiest one, but like it wasn't as hard as I remembered. Open Eyes though, like I'm struggling. And I'm also running out of things to say. No, no, oh my gosh. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay. I do know that there's a tower that actually I played that tower before I even like started watching Demon Slayer. It has Tanjiro, Nezuko, Zenitsu, Inosuke, Genya, Kanao, and possibly Aoi. I can't exactly remember. I don't think she was in it, but I don't remember. I intend on doing that sometime after I do this one. I haven't done the Kizuki one yet. I've played part of it. I've done Daki and a little bit of Akaza, and then I got bored and I stopped. I do know that the Kizuki Tower, it doesn't have Kaigaku, which is kind of sad, because he is my favorite of the Kizuki. I wish there was a tower game that like had like all of the characters, just like the demons, the Hashira, the Kamado squad. That'd be pretty nice, because then I wouldn't have to like find a bunch of the games for it. But this is fine. This is fine. I'm almost to the end. Just gonna jump over these. Who do I want to do next? Sonami. I used to hate Sonami, but then I started liking Genya, and then that changed my mind. He's just a little intense and mean. And usually I don't really like that very much. Which is probably why I didn't like Sonami. I also didn't like that he stabbed Nezuko. But like otherwise, I don't oh my gosh. Look very closely at the corner of that picture there. Oh, that's beautiful. Not really the corner, but like the side. Genya's in it, and it just made me really happy and sad all at once. Even when Sonami's being like intense, he is like funny sometimes too. Alright, it's time to do Tengen now. If I'm remembering correctly, Tengen's wasn't too bad. I do know that Gyome is really easy. But Tengen's, it's just kind of... Right. Like, I don't mind it too much. Although, I don't like Tengen that much as a character. He's okay, but like, he's like not in my top 10 for sure. I don't exactly know what my top 10 is, but I know that Tengen isn't in it. I do think his flashiness is funny. And we're getting these Rengoku wall glitches. The amounts of times that I've had to re-record this video. The Rengoku wall glitches happened in every single one of them. I've tried to re-record the audio, tried to re-record the whole video. I was having a lot of technical difficulties earlier. I have solved them though, so yippee. When did... I looked away for 2 seconds, and I fell when I looked back. Okay. I also think that Tengen has too many wives. I remember Rengoku told him that once in one of the episode previews, and I had never agreed with Rengoku more. I do like the wives better than I like Tengen though. Makio is my favorite. I think she's just kind of funny. I usually don't like mean characters, but I like Makio. I like Makio because she's mean, actually. And then Suma is my least favorite. Hinatsu is just kind of in the middle. But Suma, she reminds me of Zenitsu, and truthfully, I don't need another Zenitsu. Zenitsu's kind of annoying enough on his own. She's kind of like a, just like a, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But then Hinatsu, I like Hinatsu. She's like the normal one. The wives actually remind me of the main three, Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu. Hinatsuru is like Tanjiro, kind of like the more normal one. Makio is like Inosuke, the more aggressive one. And it's the only time. And then Suma is like Zenitsu, the scared one. Alright. No, I don't like Gilmay as a character, but I do like doing his parkour because it is pretty easy, if I'm remembering correctly. So far, it's pretty simple. I feel like every time I've done it, I feel like it's just been like done so fast. I feel like I get unfocused and then, or I get like really focused, it's like the opposite actually. And then it's just like, oh, wait a second. How long have I been doing this for? Because like, I feel like it just, like the time flies while doing this one, because I feel like, I don't think it's shorter than any of the others, I think it's just easier. I do know that Gilmay trained Genya, which I do like, because Genya is one of my favorite characters. I remember once one of my friends messaged me randomly, okay? Just randomly, this was completely random. And she asked, is Gilmay a square? And in reality, his body is shaped like a square. Which I would have never realized that if it weren't for that random conversation. Oh yeah, we're almost done with this. I do think that Gilmay's weapon is cool. Remember, I was talking with one of my friends once who doesn't watch Demon Slayer, and I talk about Demon Slayer a lot, even with my friends who don't watch it. And we're done. Okay, I'm gonna finish the story real quick before I go through the portal. And I remember I was explaining some of the Demon Slayer's weapons, and I remember he said that he liked Gyome's the best, because he thought that it made the most sense for like killing the demons, and that is a fair point. So I have completed the Hashira Towers. Eventually I'd like to do the Kizuki one, which is actually right here. And then there's a few more ideas that I've got for some Demon Slayer related things. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.